Good morning. Hi, everyone. I'm so excited to be joining you guys this morning. Thank you guys for tuning in live. Today, I am talking about excuses. Excuses. I for me, excuses are not an option. And even when dealing and talking with other people, especially with me as an entrepreneur, like a lot of people come and they ask me questions like, how did you get started? What did you do? And then I'm telling them, these different steps and things that they can do for themselves. And they're like, well, I don't know if I'm gonna do it or not. I'm not sure. I'm gonna wait. Well, I don't have a website. I don't know. I still have a 9 to 5. I'm not sure. Hey, beautiful. They're like, I'm not sure if I can do this. I don't know if I can balance. Okay, cut the crap. I'm tired of excuses. And that's for anyone on anything. Guys, we have to stop making excuses for where we are in life and what we are doing. We are responsible for our own lives, and we have to take a stand to do something differently if we want a different life. We no longer can just sit here and blame everything else on everyone else. And today, I'm here to tell you all the excuses that you have are not going to work. It's not going to cut out. If you want to lay hold of the promises that God has for you in your life, you got to stop with the excuses. And you got to rise up and do what you need to do. So the first thing, guys, the biggest thing that somebody will tell you is, oh, I procrastinate. I wait till the last minute because that's just my thing. Don't get me wrong. Some people do perform under pressure. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about people that decide, well, I'm going to wait until I graduate to finally apply for the job. I'm going to wait till the kids get out of the house to go back to school. I'm going to wait till New Year's to start losing weight. You're procrastinating, and it's holding you off from being where you want to be. It has to stop. Number one, you're not promised tomorrow. Who said that you're going to live forever, right? I'm only 25, but I'm not going to lie to you. I do stuff as if, my last day is today. Because I don't know. I'm not promised everything. And neither are you. And because I know that, I'm going to go hard every single day. Every day towards my dreams. Because I know that I have a vision in my heart. And I got to go get it. And also with procrastination, a lot of people say, I can't, right now, I can't afford to do that. I'm not sure how I'm broke right now. I'm not sure how I can do, guys, money is never the problem. I'm going to say it flat out. Money is never the problem. It's you. You're standing in your own way. There is a free flowing, and I'm being honest, flow of money. Whether that's you charge a credit card, you get a loan, you borrow it from somebody, you go and you sell something, you work, you provide a service. Money is there, right? So that's not a reason for you to procrastinate and put off what you're supposed to be doing. It's just not. You have to go over what you want before it's too late. Because life is going to pass you by. And I actually have been reaching out to people and asking them, what would they have done differently before they turned 30, and some of them have been saying they put off a lot of things because they thought once they got older they would be more mature and that they could handle it and they can do all the things. But then they were like, once I got there, I realized if I would have started working at 25 or even 20, then I would be much further along. Guys, I was looking at this chart actually of people who invest in CDs or stocks, and I looked at this chart of a person starting at 19, in college, investing I think it was $2,000 to $3,000 a year. They were putting into no, it was actually an IRA account, and then somebody that started at 35, and then how much more money they had to put in because they waited so late. But the other person didn't, after their 5 years of putting in money, they didn't put in any more money for the rest of their lives. Who winded up with the most money? It was the person that decided they were going to start early. That's who it was. That because they didn't procrastinate, they didn't wait till the last minute, they didn't wait till they were 50 and decided, oh man, I need money, I'm about to retire in 10 years. No, like they went after it. And that is so, so important. Like, go after it right now. Like, don't wait. And also, too, with procrastination, the wealthiest people in the world, and the wealthiest place, let me say that, is the graveyard. And I talked about that in another video. Like, people die with dreams and like $1 billion ideas on their minds. Guys, I cannot stress the importance of like your mind. You have so many ideas in your mind. I'm not saying every single idea is $1 billion idea, but if you perfect that idea, it becomes $1 billion idea. There are so many things that I thought about, like even when with tutoring, like my tutoring business, like it was literally an idea. And it was a vision. It wasn't even just an idea. It was just a vision. And then I took one idea at a time and I was like, okay, I'm going to start tutoring. All right, how am I going to tutor them? What am I going to do? And I perfected that idea. Then I was like, okay, now I'm going to add ACT prep. Kids, high school kids need that. Let me just throw that in there. And then I kept throwing things at it and it basically fueled itself. And even with the Mindset Queen, I had no clue exactly how the Mindset Queen was going to form. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to call it this. And I'm going to help. I love talking about self-worth. I love helping women like to build it. And you know what? And honestly, for my own self, because I was able to build my self-worth, like ultimately I started making a lot more money. How does this correlate? And like I just went into it. And literally like you cannot forsake your ideas. You don't know like what's inside of you. And if you have an idea, you write that thing down and you go after it. Like, and if the idea doesn't work, that's okay. You're going to get another one and another one. Like you just have to keep going and not procrastinate, because that's what's going to stop you from getting everything you want out of your life. All right. The next thing, guys, perfection is not necessary. Perfection is not necessary. Stop thinking that you're going to have this perfect time to be able to do everything. It's not going to happen. It doesn't exist. There's no such thing as perfect. No such thing. There's always room for improvement. You just have to do what's on your heart, bottom line. Like for me with tutoring, like I could have been like, well, I'm going to wait until I get like this massive building and I have all these investors. Like that would be the perfect time for me to do it. Guys, do you know, I wouldn't have been able to do that until probably I was 40, because originally that was my plan. I was like, I'm just going to wait till I'm like 40. Like that's what I thought I was going to be doing. No, like I started tutoring at people's kitchen tables, straight up. And I'm okay with saying that. I have no shame, because it is what it is. And I'm so much further now because I started in such a small place. But I just went after it. And I didn't have the perfect situation, right? Who wants to tutor at somebody's kitchen table? Like, you know, and I love all my kids and I love their families. That's not it. But like, you know, personally, I really wanted a big, nice building. But I started from somewhere. And truth of the matter is, like, I don't have a website. Like, well, no, I don't. I do have a website now. But, like, I didn't have a website. I did not have a website for tutoring. But I was still out here making money. And, like, so many people think, well, I got to wait till I get my graphics right. I got to make sure that I have, like, all my pages lined up. No, you don't. No, you don't. What's for you is for you, right? It's your idea. Go with it. And truthfully, like, I still use a free website right now. And I literally just got a domain for Limitless Learning Tutoring. And I still don't use it. But I'm still able to employ people and get paid. Like, guys, stop waiting. Like, and I also, too, like, I saw this facility, and I won't call names, but, like, I saw them literally spray paint the name of their building or their location. They spray painted. I'm like, and these people over here making bank, and they spray painting stuff. Y'all, like, it's so much you can be doing with your life. Like, you have no excuse for anything. Like, none, zero. You can start from wherever, and you get better with time. Like, I've gotten better over my time of starting tutoring, even with the Mindset Queen. Like, every day, like, I'm getting more and more clarity on, like, what I want to do with it, who I want to work with. You just got to do it. And the crazy thing is, too, about the Mindset Queen, like, I didn't have a legitimate plan. Like, people just came to me and was like, Jasmine, I want to work with you. I want to become like your client. What do I need to do? Guys, I haven't run, I was talking to my coach last night. I hadn't run a Facebook ad. I haven't even sent out an email about this at all. And literally, guys, I have like 30 something appointments this week of people that want to talk to me. Guys, perfection is not necessary. Perfection is not necessary. Do it. Do it. All right, last thing. Perform without resistance. So, this is where a lot of people struggle. Like, they don't perform or they don't like execute. They just like, okay, well, I'm just gonna I'm gonna see how it goes. Not really sure. Like, do whatever it takes. Do whatever it takes to get what you want. You have to. And you have to like go all in and go after it. And lay out your goals, like, and actually crush them. Do them. I'm actually gonna do a Facebook live video on setting goals, because a lot of people like don't set goals, number one. So how can you perform and you don't know what you're performing? People don't have a vision. They're just going day to day. I wake up, I go to work, I come home, I go to sleep, and I do it again. Like, if you want more, if you have something burning inside of you, like that you just feel like you have to do, you got to change that. You got to change it, like, straight up. So, and this is where people get stuck, like, they don't have a strategy, right? If you're going to perform, you need to have some sort of strategy in mind, and then you have to have the mindset to do it, right? So, business or even performance, you don't even have to say business. 80% is going to be your mind. 20% is going to be your strategy that you implement. So what happens is a lot of people, they go out there and maybe they get like these free things, and, they're hearing from 50 different people about how they should be running their business, but they have no strategy and they're not implementing something. And guys, I'm telling you, that won't get you anywhere, right? It won't get you anywhere. I didn't see as much growth in the Mindset Queen until I decided to hire a coach. And truth be told, y'all, I was putting off the Mindset Queen till 2018. Like, that's what my thought process was. I was like, oh, I need to give myself like 7 months. Like, that should be plenty of time to get my life together. No, it didn't happen that way at all. Guy was like, you had thought you was going to wait, girl, but you starting right now. And I literally have. And I absolutely love doing it, but like, I have a coach who like implements strategies to me and tells me things that I can do to get to where I want to be so that I can perform. Don't just go out there and like stay lost. Like, there's a reason why you have mentors. There's a reason why you need people to help you. Like, don't be afraid of that, because you're always going to be 10 steps behind somebody because they chose to invest and you didn't. It's up to you. So I did want to share, guys, I put the link in there for my freebie to join the Effortless Income Flow Challenge. It is a 4-day challenge that I'm really excited about through the Mindset Queen. And I'm helping people like basically up-level their net worth and get their ideas going on like how they can generate more income, right? Because we don't have excuses anymore. None. So definitely feel free to like message me. I have just a few spots left for my group coaching program as well as one-on-one. So if you are interested, definitely reach out to me, guys. I hope you all have a wonderful day.